Welcome back to
how
Quick
are
Pick,
you? Good to see you.
where we didn't have a show for a lot of last week, but it wasn't for lack of trying.
No, they were all on vacation. I was here.
You were
working.
also on vacation, driving home at 2:00. It's okay though.
What time work
It's
ends?
not usually. Usually the yak runs a little after 2. Then we have this show. Then you go to mostly kind of fuck around for a minute, and then you leave.
When do you leave?
Whenever I'm done with all my business.
When's that?
Whenever I decide.
I was going to do Cubs money line. I like two. I like Cubs money line. I like Brewers money line. I think my official play is the Brewers money line. The Braves, I don't know if you guys have been following baseball.
A little bit.
The Braves are on a hysterical run right now. They're like inventing ways to lose games. They're leading 10-4 in the ninth, and they're losing. Then they're leading 2-1 in the ninth. They're losing. They are absolutely, they're on a road trip from hell where they just keep stepping on rakes and they turn around and step on another rake. And I think that another rake today. They're at the Brewers. The Braves opened up at like minus 170 because Chris Sale's pitching. Now it's like minus 145 or something like that. So I got Brewers. I think right now you get it plus 128 on the sports book on the
DraftKings Sportsbook.
Thank you very much. On DraftKings Sportsbook. I like Brewers to go ahead and continue the Braves. I'm going to the game tomorrow night. I'm going to see the Brewers and Braves tomorrow night. But Arian and the macrodosing boys will be there tonight. He's throwing out the first pitch.
Are you a little jealous? Since I know the Brewers are
supremely jealous, yeah. Yeah, I've never thrown out a first pitch anywhere. I'll do the first pitch at a fucking high school game.
You can't get you at a Mississippi State game?
I probably could, but
you don't want to?
I'd have to be there in the spring, and I don't really have time to go.
What if you left at 2?
I'd get there at like midnight, so it would take a while. Brewers money line is my pick.
All right, I'm also going to the MLB, and I'm going to go with PCA over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, and it's at plus 115. You don't normally get PCA at hits, runs, and RBIs at plus money, but you know why? He faces Zach Wheeler tonight, and Zach Wheeler, well, he is a dog. PCA has gotten to him before. Matter of fact, in his 3 career at-bats against Zach Wheeler, he's hit 2 doubles with 2 RBIs, which we're obviously going to need to hit this bet. Little cherry on top is the fact that the Phillies have a bottom 5 bullpen, so if PCA doesn't get to Zach Wheeler, he's going to get to somebody else. Give me the man, PCA, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs.
PCA for MVP. I'm also in that game.
Oh,
Cubbies.
also.
Yep, Zach Wheeler. So Dansby Swanson has faced Zach Wheeler. He has 40 at-bats against him. He is 6 for 40 against Zach Wheeler, which include 14 strikeouts. So give me Dansby Swanson to strike out 1 time, and also a guy who leads off, Ian Happ, who's 4 for 9 career against Zach Wheeler, to have a hit today. So that's minus 105, so almost even money with those two.
All right, so you got
Brewers money line, PCA over something.
1.5 hits, runs, RBIs.
1.5 hits, runs, RBI. And Dansby Swanson to, which one's the play? Strike out or both of them?
He has a parlay.
Strike out once.
Dansby Swanson to strike out and Ian Happ to get a hit.
There you go.
And that parlay pays at
plus 784.
I'll be goddamn.
784. Bum, bum, bum. Just giving some life to the show.
What's the chat like?
Chat is going to Milwaukee. And with PFT in attendance, they're going to go with Christian Yelich to stay hot at the plate with his power swing and hit a home run, coming in at plus 800.
Oh. You think he can do it?
It's lefty, isn't it?
Does Yelich hit better off of lefties? Do we have those numbers?
It's definitely lefty. I mean, Yelich is lefty.
I would assume based on plus 800, definitely lefty.
Yeah, so that's Chris Sale's a pretty good. I don't know.
We'll see.
I like it.
Hey.
It's called gambling for a reason.
Anything can happen. Anything else that we have?
Oh no, we just got to get it in today because I think Che's going on vacation tomorrow.
Take it easy. I do have a question for you though.
He's got another normal review to do.
As a grill master yourself, what is the move if the grill catches on fire? Because we were, as I said,
take the food off, shut the grill.
It was so bad I could not get the food. That's why the burger was so burned.
Then let the food go. Shut the grill.
Yeah.
The grill was shut. So
what kind of
you're cooking with the grill closed most of the time.
The reason so
was it charcoal or gas?
Hold on. The reason
propane.
The reason it's flaming up is the juices from the burgers are popping on it, making it flame up. Getting the food off, takes away the fuel for it to flame up. So I know you say you didn't have time. Take something and just scrape it or knock it off, whatever. Get the food off, and you're going to cut off the food for the grill. Then you shut it, turn off all the air. The fire should die.
So, as I said, we were
oxygen and grease. That's what's burning.
So we were at a road grill. We were at this house that had a grill, and it had not been
grilling
cleaned.
away from home.
There was a lot of like old stuff on the bottom of just food runoff and whatever, and all that stuff was really what was on fire. But it was really
so
bad.
when that happens,
the hamburger grease was dripping down on it.
But
I realized, but then all that stuff caught on fire, and it was.
What you can do to prevent
over.
that is start your grill early, burn it all off. Okay, so like let it run for like 30 minutes. Let all that nastiness like get evaporated by the fire. Let
Is
it
that
smoke
how
off.
that works?
Yes, you have to smoke it.
Also, real quick, it was propane grill.
Yeah, I turned the propane off.
And you also
It was raging like this. I had to move the grill because there was flames coming out of the back with the grill closed.
Yeah, that happened to us a lot in Lafayette. But what you can do too, if it's not too crazy, you can take your patties and put them on that extra little thing up top that you usually put vegetables on. Put those up there. Let the flames die down a little bit.
That's for vegetables?
Yeah.
And bread and stuff.
Oh.
Stuff that doesn't require direct heat.
I toast the buns right on the.
You can do that.
Yeah.
Fine.
I will say your burgers looked like hockey pucks.
They were horrible. And tasted worse.
I know. I like your approach because you know that you figured out how to do the buns. So the main event to you is the buns.
Those are the most photogenic.
Yeah.
The rest of it usually is pretty good. That one, the fire was. I was worried.
Also, don't buy those pre-made patties.
Yeah, make your own.
Make your own.
You need to get it.
Is that frowned upon?
No.
Not really frowned upon, but you can just make a lot better than that.
Yeah, you can get like.
I usually make them and they're thicker.
Yeah.
But it is nice to have them made. No.
I just they're too thin for me.
And I think
those were very thin.
I think what would help you as well is if you got some wax paper and flattened them out and made your patties big. And so when you put them on, you don't have to cook them nearly as long. Because when you're nice and thick, you're either going to overcook them and have the fire everywhere or undercook them severely.
All right,
that's all.
Okay, that was the show. Thank you to DraftKings, the best. Nice Tommy Johns. Thanks. The best and only sportsbook we use here at Barstool. Make sure you honk your horns and turn on your blinker so that you can get out of the way because Brandon needs to get home. He needs to get home quick because he needs to put this bet in because we're riding tonight. And it was plus 784?
Yep.
784. Chase putting it in right now. Make sure you follow us in the Barstool betting group where you can see all of our bets. You would have been able to see, I took PCA, I think it was either Wednesday or Thursday. Well, Brandon was not, he was here, but we were absent. He had like 20 total bases. So make sure you're following us in the Barstool betting group where we're putting our sweet bets or just awful bets in every single day. Shout out to you guys for watching. We'll be back tomorrow, hopefully with all three of us, to make some more money.
Should be in the betting group right now.
Right now.